Hello everyone, hi, hello! Welcome to your reading of today. Before starting to record, I meditated and I was trying to connect to your higher self. And the message that kept basically signaling and repeating, it was follow your passion. So yeah, and I have pulled some cards, and the first card is wait. Eight of Swords reversed. So with this card, I feel like we should let go of the attachments or I'm getting the projections of others. Because let me give you an example. When you go and tell somebody, oh, I really like to play guitar and I want to become a guitarist. Like, this is my joy and my life. I want it to be about guitars, playing the guitars, and they'd be like, oh no, you would just be broke and have nothing, and it's really a bad idea. There's a ton of musicians out there. Why do you think you would shine? It's like this negative, discouraging thoughts and beliefs being projected onto you. So the other people, they don't know better because they feel like they can't follow their passion, but it doesn't have to be the case for you. Like, I wish that all people can follow their passion in life. It would be awesome, but let's focus on you right now. Like, you don't need the negative feedback of people stopping you. This is your journey. You can start it. Like, you can start it if you want, and if you do want another thing later on, you can switch. Like, okay, just don't let the outside negative influence your decision or determine what you want your life to look like. And with that, we have the Ten of Cups. So by blocking outside noise, I just heard moving in silence. Like, you don't need to tell everyone, I want to become a guitarist. You don't need outside energy to influence your decision. If you feel that it's true to your heart, it's true to yourself, go for it. Like, in this reading, I feel like it's going to bring you like lots of joy. You're gonna feel like more happy waking up every day to do the things that you want, that you like, to follow basically your passion, and it's going to light you up in many, many ways. So yeah, and the Ten of Cups here is like emotional fulfillment. Like, everyone is happy, there's a rainbow, like awesome landscape, and with the children here, I feel like even your inner child would be happy. So this is a sign to talk to your inner child about this and see how they're gonna like tell you, okay. And we have also the Six of Swords, and so following your passion, I feel like it will lead you places, places you wanna be, whether emotionally or financially, or circle of friends, moving city, moving outside of your city or town, moving outside the country, even going overseas. So yeah, and I just heard, plant the seed now so you can harvest it later on. So yeah, let's start with the now. What's your passion? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. So yeah, what's your passion? And go for it. Like, don't hesitate, and don't let outside influence your decision making, or whether you want to follow your passion or not, because it is your life, you know. It's your life, you're the main character of your life. You know, do what makes you happy, do follow like your joy, your happiness. Like having outside noise, or outside opinions, or criticism, like I'm not talking about healthy criticism, I'm talking about negative criticism, just people projecting their fears into you. I feel like it limits you in so many ways. Like, I'll give you a question that is like that helped many people in my life. If there is no consequences whatsoever, like nobody's gonna get mad, everyone's going to support you, let's say, like everything is going to be fine, what would you choose to do? What would you choose to follow? If like you hit a reset button of your life, and like you're like nothing, like all people in my life are gonna be happy, like no one, like it's like a reset button, what would you choose to do? For some of you it might be like, I'm gonna start a cooking show. For some of you it might be like, I want to move out. For some of you, would be like, oh, I'm gonna propose to my fiance. For some of you, it may be, I'm gonna drop everything and actually pursue education, even, or painting. I want to be a painter, an artist. For some of you, maybe like, I want to be a light worker, or I want to do YouTube. You know, like there's a vast things to do. We're just like limited in our minds. So yeah, follow your passion. This was like the message from your higher self. And yep, I feel like this is the message for the beginning. Do we have another message? I feel so much like, just talking about this, I feel so much joy in my heart area. It's like igniting, or more like ignited. It felt like, it feels like this passion right here was in a deep slumber, and now it's just like ready to run wild because it's been suppressed for so long, and now it's, woo, I'm gonna go everywhere and I'm gonna do whatever. Okay. And I saw also the Emperor. So this is your sign. Follow your passion. I don't know. I'm not saying drop everything and go. Like, okay, I know that sometimes it's not always possible, you know, but you can find gradual steps to do what you want to do. Like if it's like leaving everything and just starting anew is not possible, then what's the steps that can take you there, you know? And I'm sure you won't regret it. Like whatever makes your soul shine, it's worth it, my friend. Like your whole body changes, your whole appearance changes, the way you meet people changes. It's like a lot of things going on that is so good. You're like, oh my god, I wish I did that since the day I was born. You know? Okay. Okay, do we have another message? Eight of Cups reversed. Okay. Do we have another card, another message? Yes. Three of Wands. Do we have another card? Do we need another card? Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Cups reversed, and and the Nine of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Wands. So I'm gonna read this for you now. So this talks about facing a resistance with following your passion. And you have what it takes to follow your passion. You have what it takes to go far, far away with what you want to do. The spark is already in you, okay? It's already there, shining. But before you will be able to go forward, you need to identify what is holding you back. What is holding you back? So for example, it could be, I want to be a musician, but I work a full-time job. So I work a full-time job, therefore I don't have time for producing music, let's say. So here you identify what's like holding you back from following your passion. So here, like by identifying what is holding you back from following your passion, you can work with that or change it. So for example, you could be like, oh, you know what, I'm actually financially well, so I don't mind taking a part-time job instead of a full-time job, so I can focus on becoming a musician. Or it could be like, oh, okay, so I'm working a full-time job, I don't want to quit my job, so I will produce music on the weekend. Or it would be like, I will take music classes when I'm free, you know? So it's like identifying what's holding you back from following your passion. This is the first step to following your passion, basically, and to go forward with it. And I feel like in the beginning, we like might encounter some difficulties, but it's not like bad difficulties. It's like, I feel like it's difficulties that we want to deal with, you know. For example, I'll give you an example. When people want to go, I don't know, there's a lot of music themed examples. So yeah, for example, let's say people are going to see their favorite musician. It's a big concert, a very known celebrity, and let's say that you want to go and see that concert. You want to go to that concert. So here, like, you will encounter a difficulty, but it's a difficulty that you want to encounter and you're fine with encountering because you know it's part of the process. It will be like a long line to get in, you know? So you'd be like, oh yeah, it's okay. I know, I don't mind. I know because this line will lead me to be inside the concert and see my favorite musician on stage and sing along and have all these happy feelings and moments and you know? So the line here is the example that yes, there will be some difficulties, but most of the time they will be difficulties that you want to face. Like you don't mind. You're like, oh, this is just part of the process. It's not like a resistance to quit everything and be like, oh no, I don't want to follow my joy anymore. I don't want to follow my passion anymore. So yeah, you will encounter these difficulties like this, but it's not difficulties like bad difficulties that you feel like, oh, I would rather be dead than be doing this, you know? Okay. And yeah, exactly. And this will look at her, she's so happy, she's celebrating, she's like, oh yeah. And like with the horse here, I feel like it's like they come a long way and now they're both celebrating. They're like, oh yeah, we came a long way and we're happy that we did that. And like the horse is even happy too, like just to run free. So I feel like also following your passion will give you freedom that you wanted for so long, I feel like, yeah. So yeah, so what we talked about is identifying what's holding you back, and there will be some potential resistance, but that's okay. It's just part of the process, right? And identifying what what is holding you back is the first step to follow your joy and start going in the direction of what makes you happy, of what makes your soul shine, right? Okay. And yeah, with the difficulties, they're just part of the process. Remember that the small difficulties are just part of the process, and it's definitely worth it. Okay, so what oracle should we use? The star seeds, okay. Okay, so we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So here in the image, you can see that the woman is inside the flower and it is blooming, right? And here we have a doorway with like really, really big arcs. So with this card, I feel like many doors will open once you start going to the direction of the joy, of your joy. In the beginning, it's okay to doubt yourself. Like it's fine. Like I feel like this is the first time that you're gonna do this for yourself. So it's okay. Flowers, they bloom. They take some time to bloom, and that's okay, right? So it's the same thing with you here. Following your joy will feel like a very unusual thing to do, because I feel like now I feel like crying, okay? I feel like years and years we've been taught to suppress our passion, our joy, ourselves, just because society, like, it's not accepted in society. But now we finally have permission to be ourselves. Also, I feel like following your joy will bring along the way a lot of healing, a lot of emotional healing. And I feel like when you follow your joy for the first time, it's gonna feel like a bliss. And you may have some resistance to it, but you would feel like it's a bliss. Like, this is the right thing to do. Alright, that was your message for today. Thank you for joining in. I love you and take care. Follow your passion! Bye.